What's happening YouTube? Hope you're all good. Back for another video here, and today we're taking you through an in-season training day. And yeah, today it's a bit of a late day, to be fair. Bit of a late day. It's later in the day. It is 5:20. I'm just getting ready to go head round to the gym, do my prep work before we get into team training tonight, and just getting the collagen in the hats, pre-training carb-based snack. So the food that we had today would have been very similar to what I had on my training day, or sorry, my game day in the last video, but one of the last videos, but just the portion sizes were obviously adjusted. That's what I was saying. Eat the foods that you eat a lot of the time, or most of the time, and just adjust the portion sizes. So that's exactly what I've done today. But anyway, what we're talking about today is high intensity days, low intensity days, and giving you a perfect example of a high intensity day today. So in season, we want to split our days up into high, medium and low days. We want to keep our high days high, where we get most of our high intensity work done, and then we keep our low days low so that we can recover from the high intensity work and then be able to adapt from it, get the benefits from it, and then be able to hit another high day again. So yesterday was a low day, today's going to be a high day, tomorrow's going to be a low day. Funny enough, that's how it works. So this is a principle popularized by Charlie Francis, one of like the, I suppose, probably one of the most famous and most impactful S&C coaches. So yeah. So high intensity stuff would be like obviously a game, team training session, speed training, heavy lower body work, fast, explosive, snappy work that has a high stress on the body and central nervous system. So that's where the high stuff comes from. Low intensity stuff is the likes of like lower intensity aerobic conditioning, the likes of your tempo runs, maybe longer intervals, anything like under sort of 70%. 70% speed. Your like maybe upper body, providing you're not going to, you're not going to failure, you're not maxing out, you're not doing like real heavy intense stuff. Then maybe like off-feet conditioning, recovery stuff, mobility, all that crack. Maybe some skills to an extent, providing you keep the intensity nice and low. So a lot of time, a lot of players, they fall into like the trap of always doing something, which to an extent, like you probably do need to always be doing something, but it's the intensity of the work that actually overcooks them. It's not necessarily the type of work that they're doing. Like on paper, they could be doing the right things, but it's like how they split it up throughout the week. They generally have, say, a high day, so like team training, speed work, probably high intensity conditioning in there, and then they follow it up the next day with maybe a high intensity gym session, which would be maybe like moderate to high in the grand scheme of things, and then they're back out in the pitch again the next day. So just off those first 3 days of the week, for example, you might have 3 moderate to high intensity days in a row. Going to be pretty fatigued from that first session. You're doing the next session when you're already fatigued, and then you're going into the third session then already fatigued from the 2 days beforehand. So that's why we want to split it up. We want to get the chance to hit those high outputs so we can push the numbers, we can actually be fresh getting into them, we can bring the intensity and get the outputs as high as we want them, and then we want to be able to like go low the next day so we can actually adapt from it, recover from it, so that again then we're fresh to actually be able to hit those outputs. So if you're trying to improve your speed, improve your max speed, your acceleration, your change of direction, all those high intensity movements, if you're not actually fresh enough to hit the outputs, then you're not going to have the biggest amount of returns from that. If you're so fatigued that your body isn't allowing you to get above sort of 85-90%, you feel like you're going flat out but you're just not moving anywhere, high chances of fatigue there. So look at your training week, look at splitting it up into your high days, keeping them high, keeping them low, and that's what we're going to show you here today. So one thing I like to do, but I've kind of got out of the way of it during the county season there, was literally writing my sessions down before I go and do the sessions. I did it really well over the rehab period when I was rehabbing from the hamstring surgery. And just, it was class. I just feel so, I don't know, you just feel so locked in with it when you're doing it. So literally have sessions from our entries from, it's going to be July time, August time. Yeah, 22nd of August there. Literally from the day of surgery right the way through. A lot of stuff of what I did. But then we get up there around, things got a bit hectic, things got a bit busy. I just, to be honest, just got out of the way of it. February. Get back into playing. I was playing week on week, and it was just like I was doing a lot of the same things, to be fair, and yeah, just got out of the way of writing things down. 22nd of February, there's a gap there, a 2 week gap, going into March, and then there's a bit of a gap again, going into April, start of April, Armagh, 2 weeks from Armagh, bit there on Armagh, few club games. Yeah, maybe do a bit of a Now we're back in it in July. So obviously had a bit of time off during June, but yeah, there was one thing that I felt was working well for me. Just adds an extra layer of focus, I suppose. But I was still ticking the boxes, still doing the things, and still ticking it off, obviously, on the app. But it was just nice to write it down on paper too. But yeah, that's one thing I'm getting back into. Just been writing my sessions down for the last week or so. I don't know, just feels good. Feels nice to mentally just having it down. So we've got prep work in the gym here. We've got pitch work with the team, and then we're getting gym stuff done afterwards. So split squat. Sweet. So there we go. Time to go get changed. Head into the gym, get the prep done, and then we'll get stuck in. Let's go. Session done. Wee bit of priming, activation sort of stuff. Prep and purpose stuff from Alan Murdoch, so essentially getting the body prepped for what's ahead. I suppose whenever you come off the back of a serious injury, there's a good bit of prep that has to go into it to get everything firing right, just to make sure that we're not, everything's well warmed up, ready to go, and yeah, I suppose prepped, funny enough, for the session ahead. So good bit around hip mobility, freeing everything up, hips, back, hamstrings, and then getting into a bit of loading, bit of activation around the Achilles too, because the Achilles have been giving me a bit of a jip, and then some more reactive stuff, put the brakes on quick, and then yeah, we went into some drills. We're going to do a wee bit of speed when we get into the pitch here. I don't know how much I'm gonna. Probably not going to record on the pitch, to be honest, because it's club training. Not whipping out a camera just yet at training. So yeah, that's where we're heading down now. It's 6:20. Training starts at 7. Burnsy will probably be down kicking a few balls about, so I'll get a few extra touches in, a bit of extra skills working. Yeah, nice day for it too. So session done down at the pitch, got our speed working at the start, we got a good session in with the club, and then we are back up at the gym going in for a lower body session. Sweet, so lower body session after training. Nothing massive. We've got Bulgarian split squats, meant to be a Smith machine, but there's no Smith machine here. Going clusters, 2 sets of 4. So basically doing 2 sets, 2 reps, 20-second break, 2 reps again, 2 minutes rest in between, and then go again. So yeah, basically just clusters, just to fucking ease myself back into it after the holidays and after being away. We're not going massively heavy, we're not going mad. Minimal effective dose essentially, so 2 sets of 4. Gonna up this a bit. Split squats, split stance RDL, bit of hamstring work, bit of calf work, and then shin A, nothing mental. So 20-second break, and then we're back in. There we go, 2 sets done. one set of RDLs done, same idea, 2 sets of 4, 2 reps, followed by 2 reps, 20-second break, 2 reps, another cluster set, so a daily kilo there for that one. Left hamstring, that's obviously the one I got surgery on, still feeling a wee bit niggly. Wee bit sore after a big session, not big session, decent session, big week last week, but alright, still a bit loaded into, and it's minimal work, so we're going to continue to get it done and keep loading into it. So we're going to go maybe 90 here for the last set. I have to get an extra couple of reps in because I need an Instagram post or an Instagram story. So I have to get some, this is obviously on the weight lens, need to get some on the vertical lens for like an Instagram post. So I have to do an extra couple of reps. Right, 90 kegs, no bar. Forgot about the cluster there, so just went straight. Fuck it, go send the other leg. Right, so that's done, then the calf raises. Right, so 2 sets of calf raises, bit of hamstring work in between, and then that's me. Well, we'll get the calf raises banged out, then we'll finish off on the hamstring work. Again, high intensity day. Got our high intensity pitch work done, speed work done. Finishing off with this, smoke the legs, and then recover tomorrow, full day off the legs. Maybe even do a bit of bike just to loosen them up. Put up the body tomorrow, and then get ready again for another pitch session on Friday. So it's about 9:05. It's been an annoying training this time, but when it gives you a full day recovery tomorrow, then it's well worth it in the grand scheme of things. Right, last wee bit. Wee bit of hamstring work. So 10-second hold, and that's fucking starting to cramp already. Jesus fuck. And then 5 reps. And then another side. Trying to keep the hips down. 5 reps. Got cramp around the left side right and quick. Right, one more set and we're done. So there we go, lower body session done. In and out, 30-40 minutes. Probably get talking a wee bit too much. But yeah, what was it, 4 exercises? Split squats, B stance RDL, calf raises, and a wee bit of an range hamstring work. So lovely stuff done. Smoked. You saw me cramp up there a few times. That left hamstring just right behind the knee was cramping up seriously there. So that was enjoyable. I'm gonna ring Paula here and see if there's dinner on the go. If there's a bit of comedy in this phone call.
Hello.
Hello, what's crack?
Hey,
Are you in the house?
yes.
Sweet, I'm just done the gym there. Coming home now.
Oh fuck! You did the gym after as well.
Yeah.
The gym before, pitch, then gym after.
Gym before to do my prep, down to the pitch, do my speed work, do my session, then back into the gym. I'm a fucking machine.
I thought you were team training tonight.
Aye, we were. That's what I was doing the gym before I went to team training.
Oh, right.
Did speed before team training. Well, we did speed with team training as well.
I made you chicken.
Lovely. Just checking.
It's like chicken. I did it with like a bit of garlic puree, a bit of honey, a bit of soy sauce. It's like a honey chili chicken. It was nice.
Nice. What do you have with rice?
I just had it with egg noodles.
Egg noodles. Is it like peppers and onions and all of it?
Peppers and onions, yeah.
Go ahead. I'm literally recording a YouTube here. I'm on camera, and I was going to ring you to ask if you had dinner made, and you already just said you made it. So you look like a goat on.
Did you record me?
Yeah. Look at that wave material. Get a ring on it. What? So back in the house. 20 to 10. We're gonna get the dinner in this. Shout out to Paula for making the dinner. Some sort of holly chili chicken thing, as you heard her describe. So, gonna get this into me. I need to get a post together for Instagram tonight. Who does? I'll buy ice cream. Probably go white chocolate Snickers in there. I'm gonna get a shower and go to bed. I just smell like the inside of a boxing glove right now, and it's fucking stinking. I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I'm just gonna give you a bit of a rundown again. So hopefully I'll give you an insight into a high intensity training day. So basically the premise of that is you keep your high days high, you keep your high intensity work on that day, so that you can get your big dose in, get your hit in, have a lot of fatigue from today's session, be probably a bit cooked tomorrow, a bit sore tomorrow, sore and stiff. Central nervous system will need a break. Just give the legs a chance to recover as well, and then essentially you've got 48 hours before your next session. Then so going onto the pitch on Friday evening then. High-low model, popularized by Charlie Francis. Essentially, you have a high day followed by a low day, so you can recover from the outputs, the high outputs on the high day, and then you can then hit your high outputs again in 48 hours time. So ideally, you've got 48 to maybe 72 hours recovery time between your high intensity stimulus. So yeah, say you have a game, say you have speed work, say you have heavy lower body work, team training, like they're all sort of high days. We want to avoid putting them back to back to back because that fatigue will build up pretty quickly. It'll lower the outputs that you're able to hit, and especially if you're trying to be fast, fresh, sharp, especially coming in the championship time. I suppose all year round anyway, that's how you want to play the game, that's how you want to train, how you want to operate. You want to try and group that together on those days so you can get the recovery in between rather than spreading that throughout the week and just being in a constant state of fatigue. That's probably the biggest issue you see with GA players, like they're just always in a state of fatigue. So split your week up into high days, low days, and I guarantee you'll thank me for it. You'll feel so much better, your session will feel far more productive, and yeah, you should get so much more out of your trainings. If you have any questions around high days, feel free to drop them down below. Or if you want to shoot me a message on Instagram, feel free to fire away. If you want to see it in action and you want to have this built out for you and it sounds like too much hassle for you, then drop me a message or click the link in the description. You can get access to either the in-season program, where basically that's all covered. You've got different options there in terms of setting up your week, which applies this high-low model that I'm chatting about and sets the week up in a way that you can get the high days done, you can get your low days done in between, and it's all looked after for you. You might just need to do a bit of playing about depending on what your team training schedule is. From the getting the in-season program, you can then get access to the Potential Performance Academy, which I spoke about in one of my last videos. If you buy the program, you get access to your first month for £1. Or if you want us to look after it on a one-to-one basis and just completely remove all the guesswork, put everything in place from a training standpoint, nutrition standpoint, and then have obviously a coach there in your corner, checking in with you week on week, making any adjustments to the plan, and make sure that you're making progress and moving in the right direction week on week, month on month, throughout the championship season, and carrying that into the off season so that you're ready to go again at a higher level for next season. Then click the link below, book in for a call, and we'll have a chat. Yeah, outside of that, cheers for watching the video. Appreciate it as always. Feel like I'm hitting a wee bit of a flow with YouTube here. If there's any videos you want to see, anything, any sort of content you want me to see, any topics you want me to cover, feel free to suggest them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck.